Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, horse tamers of the world, I decided to take a break from watching Star Trek for a while to put together another video where we're going to look at this G3 Clamshell laptop,
clean it up,
and then hopefully install some classic video games on it and see if it still works. I picked this up from what you could call an estate sale of an old Apple collector. Kind of rolling the dice on it. I had no idea what I was getting into. Turns out this thing is in great shape. The battery lasts about 45 minutes on its own if you're not using it, which for this era is unheard of. Could even be a replacement battery, but based on all the other stuff in this collection, I doubt it. I don't think I want to take it apart. It's pretty dirty on the outside because it's been sitting for a while, but these things are a major pain to disassemble, and I think we're going to save that for another day. Right now it works, it's in good shape. I don't want to break the brittle plastic, but eventually it'll probably need a recap. Who knows? I know I don't. Anyway, let's get started. Gild that coin purse and follow your nose, folks. It's time to get our hands dirty. And first things first, we gotta test the equipment. So we're gonna pop open this sweet clamshell and hook up a power adapter. These use the fun spindle type, which have a little notch to lock the top connector into the spindle so that it all stays together as one clean unit. And here's our first power up. Now, I boosted the sound on that quite a bit because this actually has a very quiet boot chime. Okay, so we're finally started up. Looks like we need to replace the battery, but other than that, I think we're in good shape. Now we're going to clean it up. And not from the inside, unfortunately, because the Eureka Airspeed Gold vacuum, no big deal, that I use is actually not working right now and in the repair shop. So first priority is to get all of that disgusting edge grime off there. Usually this builds up from sweat and the salt in your body. You'll notice this on your keyboard or mouse and other devices at home. And then just kind of an overall clean. This thing was a little bit sticky to the touch, so I knew that a couple once-overs with Windex would make a huge difference just in the overall look and feel. This is another machine that's probably going to need to get polished because there's a lot of small scrapes on the top. It's a tough decision to make, though, because it is in such nice shape. Otherwise, a lot of these things are missing the apple or just the stem from the apple in one of two places. In this particular apple, there's a lot of built-up finger grime as well. Surprise, surprise. So with some toothpicks and Windex, I managed to make a few once-arounds. Now we're moving on to the back of the machine where the handle flips down and actually is spring-loaded, so I needed to hold it back. I used a spray pot from my airbrushing kit, which has a convenient metal handle that stays stationary. And essentially more Windex on paper towel over every little nook and cranny, the handle, all of it. And here's how we're looking, which is pretty dang good if you ask me. A lot shinier than it used to be. So moving on inside to the keyboard, and the speaker was full of grime. So how do you get rid of speaker grime? With Windex on a paper towel and toothpicks. Once you get through the speaker, which actually there's a lot more footage of that than I'm showing here, move on to the keyboard keys, which looked good from a distance, but actually had quite a bit of dirt on them too. June's dropping in, just to say hi, lick her paws. And more grime to get out. This one had surprisingly less finger grime. I don't know how that works, but I did pull something yellow out of there, which I imagine to be in the family of Cheeto or Dorito dust. And just kind of blowing air under there to get rid of any residual moisture. And we're onto the screen and the bezel. These weren't too bad. So just a couple quick wipes with some Windex. And it's time to turn it back on now that it's nice and shiny. Dang right, shiny, dang right. Well, that's extremely disappointing. It was almost finished installing. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this thing. Let's try one more time. it did not work again, as you can imagine. So it's time to move on to a little bit of Wheel of Fortune. Boy, this is brutal. Okay, that's enough of that. Mario's Game Gallery. What's that? Okay.
Along with Presage, proudly present. Mario's Game Gallery. Hey, let's play checkers.
Oh my god. Let's try Go Fish.
It's a great game. Nice to see you again. I'm gonna go first. Do you have any little doggies? Mario, go fish. I'm a guess I'm gonna go fishing.
Wow.
Okay. Go fish.
Okay, I can't do much more of this. Ooh, this feels like a real game. What? Is this like or this is almost like Mario Kart or Diddy Kong Racing. I'm going to be Brog. Oh yeah, look at these. I feel like I'd be a fool if I didn't take the Logmobile. This is hilarious. Yeah, okay. What? How do I... I am way off the track here. I'd like to see a summoning salt video on Chromag Rally. Whoa, buddy, I'm driving here. This game is as miserable as it looks. Alley19 Bowling. Let's try it out. Alright, well, we'll try without music. That's too bad. Oh, look at these 8-bit vibes. Is that Jeff Goldblum? I love games that are set up like this. Let's be the chick with the hair, the guy with no hair, and the chick with the hair. Let's go to the lounge. I don't know if it just called me an idiot or not, but that must be one of these extensions. Well, let's try Riven. Riven's an interesting game because we played a little bit of Myst as kids when, well, at least I did when I was in elementary school. And so we bought my dad this game, Riven, as a birthday gift. And when you're young, you know, who knows who you're actually buying the gift for? Is it the person or is it you? So we bought him Riven, which I don't think he was terribly interested in, not his fault. And I tried playing it, and guess what? This game was way over my head. Surprise! Elementary age kids aren't going to grasp an extremely intricate puzzle game. But it starts off in the classic way with George Lucas sitting at a book telling you that he has no time, he's got to keep writing. This guy comes up, grabs a book from you, suddenly he starts to die, gets dragged off screen, and then this weirdo with creepy eyes comes in and frees you from a jail cell. So, you know, that's Myst in a nutshell. And here's this beautiful laptop that we've been working on. So next video, the plan is definitely to dig inside, but otherwise I think we've done a great job of cleaning it up and getting to know the OS. It's funny, I recorded a whole outro already, but you couldn't see anything above my chin, which is too bad. Sorry, chins. So that's it for part 1. We're going to call this part 1 because realistically all we did was clean the surfaces and test out a few games. None of the games that I really wanted to play would install, and I'm guessing it's because this OS is full of weird extensions. And actually, my vacuum is broken right now. The Eureka Airspeed Gold, no big deal, is currently not sucking anything. So it's off with the vacuum repairman getting fixed so that we may continue to open up old computers and suck all the evil out of them. This one, definitely want to clean it up, replace the thermal paste, maybe try and convert to a solid state hard drive. I think that would be very cool. At this point, there isn't too much else to say other than, you know, please like and subscribe to the channel. Sorry, I definitely planned to have that burp there. I'm the Canadian Computer Collector. I'm the Canadian Computer Collector. I'm the Canadian Computer Collector. Thank you for joining us today. And remember, always wear a belt and never trust the guys selling handmade towels.